Hey, welcome back to Trucking California with Velox 18. We still don't know if we got a load today or not. So we're gonna go get the truck washed, and yeah, we're gonna keep looking, keep hustling, keep grinding. But let's go get the truck washed, and then we'll see what happens. All right, so while El Hueso gets washed, just wanted to kind of talk about trying to find loads right now. It's Tuesday. There's not a lot of loads out here. And so, well, no, correction. There is plenty of loads. There's not a lot of money on these loads out here. So I'm holding out for good rates. It's always a kind of a roll of the dice when you're holding out for good rates. Here, I'll let you guys watch that while I'm talking. You guys don't need to see my face. But anyway, it's always a crapshoot, you know, trying to decide whether or not you want to hold out for a little bit better rate. Because if I miss out on a load today, then it wasn't worth it, you know, holding out for a few $100 extra. But if I'm able to get that few $100 extra, it adds up at the end of the week to, you know, an extra $1,000 or whatever. Extra, you know, $200 a day ends up at $1,000 at the end of the week, and that's huge for the bottom line, man. That's huge for your profit margins. But what ends up happening, if you don't get a load today, then, you know, even taking just a $1,000 load would be better than, you know, getting nothing. You know, but I'm holding out. I'm being stubborn today. I really want to see my revenue do better this week. So that's kind of my thing right now. I'm gonna hold out for good rates and get the truck washed. It's been way too long. I got the trailer washed out too, so we'll be ready to rock and roll whenever the time comes for our next load. So believe it or not, most of what came out of the trailer, out of the nooks and crannies and stuff, was that potting soil that we had when we did that load freaking like 2 months ago of palm trees. And there's still potting soil in there that's just in all the nooks and crannies in the trailer. So that's most of what came out when they washed it out. So it's, you know, it's kind of one of those things, man. We're just, hopefully it'll be the last time that we have to deal with that crap in the trailer. But we had to get the trailer washed out. We'll get everything spick and span, and then we'll just keep looking for these loads, man. Like I said, it's a crapshoot. So I'm going to be stubborn today, and we're going to see if we can find something. If not, we'll look first thing in the morning tomorrow and try and see if we can find something headed south that can pay us pretty decent. That can get us, get us the revenue, man. We got this great freight race. We got to try and get. We got to at least try and get over the 10,000 mark. We got to try and at least get that. We got it. That's my goal this week. So anyway, let's get this thing washed up. I'm gonna get it dried off after this, and then we'll see what's going on the load boards. we got ourselves a load. All right, the truck's warming up, and we gotta come over here and see about getting on our way. We just had left after drying off the truck and everything. We had just pulled out of the yard, and these guys called us and scheduled us for a load for this evening. So we're ready to rock and roll. I'll talk to you guys more about it once we get on the road. All right, we backed it into our dock. We're looking good right there. And then look at this. Over here, just on the other side of the fence, we got some horsies. What's up, horsies? Wish I had some baby carrots or an apple. Yeah. You know what? There's a brown one over there. Anyway, I'm gonna go check out this driver's lounge. They actually say on the porta potty, there's a sign on the porta potty that says, "Stop, employees only. Go use the driver's lounge." And I'm like, hey, wait, we got a driver's lounge? We gotta go check this out. So let's see what's up over there. Hopefully it's not closed. All right, look at got all kinds of stuff. And then look, we can watch them load our trailer. Let's find 38. Where is it? Okay, it's gotta be that one right there, right? Oh, this is fun. We get to see what they're actually doing back there. All right, we are locked in, about to get loaded. I'm gonna go watch the show inside the driver's lounge, but I just came back to get my wallet. I figured I'd just kind of update you guys, because I told you I'd do it once we got on the road, kind of tell you what's going on. So, oh, they're rocking and rolling me now. I gotta go watch it. I'm missing the game. I'm missing the show. But anyway, I didn't want this load. So this load goes from Salinas, Marina, California, but it's Salinas, to Riverside, to the Ralph's warehouse in Riverside. So I didn't want it, but it just popped up on the app, like other loads disappeared, and then this was the only load left. And I'm like 110 miles away from the pickup. It picked up at 7 p.m. and delivers at 9 a.m. So it's an overnight run. I really didn't want it. So I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna throw out a number, and we'll see. You know, if they really need it moved, then maybe they'll come up to my number. But I've waited this long for a load, and it's Tuesday. I'm just gonna hold out till Wednesday morning and find myself a load. That's really what my thinking was. So after I dried the truck off, you guys saw that, I took off, and they called me. A guy that I've worked with with Coyote before called me, and he said, "Hey man, can you help us out at all?" And I said, "Dude, I'll be honest, I don't want this load. But if you paid me what I offered, then maybe I would want it." So that's the only reason I did it. So I don't know. What would you guys do? How much would you guys ask for if it's, 110 miles deadhead over to pick it up, and then you got to drive it from Salinas down to Riverside, which is, I don't even know how many miles, probably like 400 and something, because you got to cross over from the coast, all the way over. So it's a little bit of a long drive. And so I don't know, how much would it take to get you away from your family? I did get to spend the night in my bed last night, but I didn't really get to see my kids because they were at school when I woke up. And then I went and got the truck washed and all that, and then I was home when they got home from school, but then I had to leave right after that because this was a 2.5 hour drive to get over here to Salinas. So how much would you guys charge for that? I'm interested to hear your guys' rates and what you guys think. And I know it all depends on where you're at. So some of you who are in hot freight markets, you're like, oh, no less than $10 a mile. But you know, some of us who live in reality and who aren't in the Midwest and in the South, you know, raking in the dough like Nomad Trucker is over there. You know, we gotta deal a little bit more with you know, smaller numbers. But anyway, so what would it take for you to not have dinner at home, leave your family, go sleep in the truck, drive through the night because it's a nighttime load and a morning delivery? What would it cost? What would it cost for you to say, yeah, I'll take that load and be happy about it? So I set my number. In hindsight, I should have set it higher. I'll be honest, should have set it higher. But I am happy. This is an amount that makes me happy to go to work tonight. So I'm cool with that. Let's finish getting loaded up and then we'll go trucking. We'll see what trouble we can get into tonight. Hopefully not too much. All right. I need some snacks. That's us right there. That's cool. All right, we're loaded up. We're trucking. We're going to get down to Riverside tonight. I'm excited. Nighttime truck driving. I told you guys I was missing grapes. I told you guys I was missing getting a little loopy and a little weird. So tonight's the night. We're going to get a little loopy, going to get a little weird. We're going to hyperspace our way down to Riverside. Let's roll. Almost forgot to record a little update for you guys. We're parked. I'm trying to go to sleep. We're gonna make our delivery in the morning and then we'll talk the numbers then. But check out this shirt I saw at the truck stop. I almost bought it and then I decided that I should conserve my money and not buy stupid things like this. But I think it's a sign. We need to do El Gordo Velox soon, but not on this episode. Probably tomorrow's episode or the next one. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to get in here, make our delivery in the morning, but I got to shut my eyes for about 5 hours, maybe 6, and see about making this delivery in the morning. Probably idle in there and try and keep our logbook on off duty and probably get a whole 10-hour reset because last time I was here it took them like 5 hours. So yeah, I feel like one way or another I'm going to get myself a reset in here and have a fresh set of hours tomorrow early afternoon and be able to look for another load. So that's the plan as of right now. We're going to get some rest and I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, good morning, good morning. Last time it took them so long over here at Ralph's and I got super hungry. So there's a little lunch truck over here. Hopefully he takes the card. I'm gonna get some lunch for later. Breakfast, something. I don't know. Let's see. All right, so I checked in over here right at my appointment time at 9 a.m. and they gave me a door first thing. So I'm gonna go back into this door 12, and then we'll get checked in and hopefully get unloaded in a timely manner. That might be too much to ask, but hey, we can try, right? I mean, we can try. Door 12. Oh, there's a nice area right here to pull all the way up in. Don't even got an alley docket. All right, so we got backed in here. Not only did my guy take card, right, but he had breakfast. Well, I'm dropping it. Breakfast, a little croissant sandwich, and I got myself some lunch because that's how El Gordo Velox works. All right, so we're gonna do a little El Gordo Velox on this breakfast sandwich right now. So it looks dang good. It looks homemade. I'm looking forward to this. But we gotta do the Gordo Velox intro now. Roll the Gordo Velox music. El Gordo Velox! El Gordo Velox! Alright, let's see. You guys see this? You guys see? I gotta hold it up right. Alright. Looks like there's ham, bacon, cheese, egg, all on a croissant. Oh, and there's a hash brown. Oh, there's a hash brown in here. Oh. Dude, all this needs is a little bit of salsa. That's why they didn't give me any salsa. Just needs salsa, dude. I bet he had some too. I probably just didn't look in the right spot. But that's bomb. Hash brown. Egg, and they did the egg like real thin. I like it. Ham, bacon, cheese. Bomb.com. I'm not gonna review it, but I got a club sandwich, and I'm not even a member, and yet I still got to get the club sandwich. All right, that's it for this episode of El Gordo Velox. We'll get to the numbers right now. All right, so let's get to the numbers. So, like I said earlier, man, I really didn't want this load. I was on the load boards. I was talking to brokers. I was calling on loads. I was bidding on loads, and I was holding out for a good rate. And man, I couldn't find a load that had a good rate. I talked to one shipper. She said she's a direct shipper. She's not a broker. And she said she had a load for $1,400 from Hollister all the way down to Riverside. And I just was like, dude, that's not enough. And it was tomatoes, you know, it's like, I mean, you're taking a risk of them getting rejected, of having to figure out, I mean, just the reefer stuff. I don't understand how these, like, you know, direct shippers and brokers think that we're going to take it for less than a dry load. Like I've hauled loads of cardboard, you know, recycled cardboard that were, you know, better paying than that. So it's kind of like, nah, I'm good, man. Like all the fuel that it takes and then the risk you're taking, I'm good. So anyway, so this load I didn't really want. It's a load of salad mix out of Salinas, and it was on Coyote's app. I don't know how it all works, but it seemed like maybe they kind of made it pop up because some other loads disappeared and this one popped up right at the same time. It's kind of like when I was heading north, I had one set of loads that were showing up to me. And then when I was heading south, there was a different set of loads, you know, like, because I went 12 miles north to go to my delivery, and then I went 12 miles south to go back to my yard. And right when I made that turn at the receiver of my previous load, all of a sudden the loads available changed, even though my search parameters didn't. And I know from when I've talked to my Coyote guy in the past, he sees loads that I can't see on the load board on their app. He's like, oh yeah, I got this right next to you. I got this, you know, in Ontario. I got this over here, and I'm like, I don't see any of that. Like none of that's on the app. So I don't know if maybe they just don't put all of them on the app, but it seems like maybe they have some control over what loads you see. So anyway, I didn't really want this load, so I just said $2,400. Just give me $2,400 and I'll run out to Salinas and I'll haul this load through the night. That's what it's going to take to pry me away from my family. $2,400. And so he called, asked me if I could do better, and I said, no, I don't really want this load. So you guys are going to have to do $2,400, or, you know, hopefully you guys can get a truck to cover it that's a little closer than I am, because I'm about 110 miles away. And And he said, let me check. And they said, yeah, they said, let's go for it, 2,400. I'll send you the paperwork. I was like, all right, man, crap. Now I got to go to work. So it's 375 loaded miles, but because I had to deadhead the 110 miles, it's 485 total miles to go from Turlock down to Salinas, or over to Salinas, pick up the load, come down here to Riverside and make our delivery. So that's 485 total miles, $2,400, comes out to $494 per mile, which for almost a 500-mile load is it's a pretty good rate. For this lane, I feel like I'm doing pretty dang good with that. Yeah, I'll tell you, this load was on their app for $1,490 or something like that. Earlier in the morning, and then they bumped it up to $1,500, and then they counter offered me a couple times. Once was 1,700 something, and then they finally counter offered me 2,000 again, and I just kept countering at 2,400, 2,400, 2,400. And finally they sent, you know, their last line of defense. They had a guy call me to see if I could you know, if I would budge on that price. I'm like, I don't really want this load, so you're gonna have to pay me if you want me to do it. So anyway, that's the numbers on this load, man. And they're rocking and rolling the trailer right now. You know, we may be out of here sooner than last time. Last time it took them a while to even get me a door. So it seems like there's a lot less trucks here than last time. So maybe it's just a quiet day, and maybe it'll be quick in and out. You never know. But I got breakfast and lunch here just in case. So we're ready to sit if we need to. And our clock will reset at 1:10. Yeah, at 1:10 p.m. we'll have a fresh clock. So I'm going to be looking for loads and trying to get something else for the next episode. But you have to stay tuned for that and catch the next episode of Trucking California with Velox 18. Peace! Love you guys.